So, this Tuesday we're gonna play some Venba. At least that's how I assume it's said. Which is a cooking game involving a family of immigrants and how food connects them over generations or something like that. Ooh, okay, so these are jars. No? Yeah, no, that's a spice jar. It's got a card inside of it. Confused me for a moment. Oh, is this supposed to be the label? But it doesn't go around the outside of the bottle. Let's go. The artwork on this looks very nice. This was supposed to come out last year. I believe it came out this year, though. Oh wait, think well before you dare and never ruminate once in action. 1988. Okay, that's a couch. Leaving already. Oh, sorry, did I wake you? I'm not doing accents. I could do an accent, but I'm not going to. What time is it? 8. How are you feeling? Tired or nauseous? She's pregnant? Nauseous. Just like yesterday. Okay, I'll call your school and say you can't come in today. I was just about to leave for work. You should go back to sleep. What about your lunch? There's some leftover... Ideally? Ideally? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, no, the art in this game looks great. This was like this game had a lot of discussion over, and people were looking forward to it like 2 years ago, and then it didn't come out for a little bit longer. So I think it kind of got passed over in this year's shuffle of fantastic games. But it looks great. It's got a good concept. And what is Billy? How to say? Oh, what's Google going to tell me how to say it? Because that's probably not going to be right.
Idli.
Idli? Why is this silent?
Do we have the correct
Idli.
Idli.
Do we
That
have
sounds
the
more
correct
likely.
pronunciation of
Idli.
Idli. Sounds much more likely
we
than
have the correct-
Idli. Why Google? Why is every one of your pronunciations wrong? Oh shit! There was a French word I asked at Google the other day to pronounce for me, and it got it completely wrong during Fuga Melodies of War. One of the dishes. It's not so good with food names. Some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You can steam some idlis quickly. I don't know if I can figure all that out. Really, buddy? I mean, this is actually an accurate depiction of trying to get a brown dude to cook who has not cooked before. It's okay, I'm just about to leave. Just idlis. Very easy. It'll take me too long, Venba. Oh, her name is Venba. Don't worry. I can survive on the coffee machine. Fine, I'll make it then. Wait 5 minutes. Venba, really, it's fine. No. I need to make lunch for myself anyways. Just tell the school I'll be done in a minute. Okay. Calling the school? So is she teaching? She's got an airplane blanket on instead of a, like... So they're using an airplane blanket. She's sleeping on a torn old couch. These are important things because it's supposed to be depictions of immigrants. So the airplane blanket is certainly an interesting little tidbit they tossed in there. Okay, let's get this done fast. You got a I don't know what this is. I assume this is a cloth for holding things. We've got some sort of liquid on the other side, or is that dry? I don't know. I don't know what idly. I'm not gonna be able to say it. I'm not doing idly like Google said, but idly. What was it? What is in it? Idli recipe. What is idli made out of? Rice or rava? The hell is rava? South Indian cuisine, idli are easily digestible as the rice and lentils known as dal. No, dal is not the same as lentil. Dal is a different type of bean, or pea. Are soaked, ground, fermented, and then prepared to steam the batter. Okay, so it's a... They're describing what sounds to be like a rice Polari, which is interesting. I never heard of this. Well, rice Polari certainly sounds good. But you don't steam Polari, you fry it. And this is a hot plate. Definitely not good for steaming. Let's see where this what she plans to do here. Although, should I try my mother's recipe for once? So she brought an old beat up recipe book. I have many old beat up recipe books from other people. Something's not right. I shouldn't have this much green on me. Nope. Still no. What is wrong with my lighting? Everything is on. Is it this game? You're just overwhelmingly pink and throwing off my color balance? Probably. Try this one. Oh, is this dead? I guess this controller's dead? Pretty sure that's plugged in. Oh yeah, that's a dead battery. Well, whatever. I'm going to be a little green here. For some reason. Why it's only the top of my head. That's what bothers me. Like, if I tab out of this game, yeah, so it's this game is making me look weirdly green. Even though it's throwing off pink. Should I try my mother's recipe for once? The way I make idlis are never as soft as hers, and they would always cheer me up when I'm feeling sick. Did I just make them her way today? The recipe is still readable, that is. Didn't you say 5 minutes? Okay. Can I use a mouse? I cannot. I have to turn off the controller. Will you let me use a mouse now? No. Controller, I think this game said use controller. So we're gonna stick to the controller then. Even though this controller's busted. Tools, idli plate, towel, cooker, ingredients, water and batter, bowl, steam through. Okay, so they are steaming it. So this is some sort of, it's either, it sounds almost like a steamed rice bara almost. These also have holes so batter can cook. Make sure to block them or it will leak. Arrange plates so steam can cook batter properly. Oh, be sure to rotate them or it will leak. Oh no, the little holes you need to block. Okay. I've not made idli with these kind of plates before. The only difference from mine seems to be the holes on the plates. The recipe also calls for towels, I'm not sure why. But Amma swears the method makes the idlis a lot softer. No point putting a plate without batter in the cooker. The water underneath. What is why? Oh. Idlis. How it's made! These are a breakfast staple. They ask so little of you, but they give so much back. Simply grind rice and some fermented lentils for that cloudy batter. Steam it to make those soft, fluffy cakes. And anyone can make it, it's so easy, except for my husband, I guess. Though I've never made it with my mother's cooker. So you have a couch you maybe found and an earline blanket, but you came with this set of cookware. Interesting. This might be a challenge. About idlis. How's it served? Idlis are versatile, it's all about what you eat with it. Chili powder and some sesame oil would work as well. Of course, the staples like sambar and coconut chutney. What's sambar? Sambar.
Let's learn how to pronounce this South Indian. Sambar.
Sambar. Yeah, sambar. I don't know what else it would be. Sambar. What is sambar? Is lentil mixed vegetable stew. Okay. Is it actually lentils, or are they going to tell me that dal are lentils again? Because dal is not quite the same. I don't think this is how this game is meant to be played. I wonder if this is like steamed torta, which is a steamed tortilla, basically. Yeah, this is not that. This is that would involve flour, which would be. So these look kind of like, or they sound kind of like a different dish called bara, which would be with flour, lentils, and spices. And then that gets fried. And fresh spices make a big difference with bara. But this is steamed, and it's using rice, maybe not even a rice flour, but a rice something instead of flour. But eating with some leftover chicken gravy is my favorite. Oh, a lot of options. Okay. What do you mean rotate? So it is, the word was rotate. Make sure to rotate or it will leak. That. I think you should cover the batter. Oh, the towels go because it's no wait. Shouldn't this be not a towel? Shouldn't this be like a paper or a cheesecloth? How do I remove? Guess it's not an option. Once it's down, it's down. Should close the lid before turning on the stove. Should you? How do I... So we're not pressuring it. We're just using this as a cover, even though it's a pressure cooker. This pressure cooker is missing the pressure, the emergency valves. So it's just working as a pot. See how it turns out. Didn't get it quite right. Be long enough. Let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. Seems the batter leaked through the plate holes and spilt everywhere. Let's try again. Okay. Sure. So doing one was not good enough. Lid and on. So that's coming out the top like it's set to pressure mode, even though it's not turned and lined up correctly. Should be long enough. Let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. Oh, it's done. She looks out of it. Put chutney. Oh wow, you even took the time to make our faces. Forgot about my beard though. Really didn't have to do this. What else can I do? My husband can't figure out. Idlis. Idlis. Venba, I told you to go to sleep. You've been feeling sick and exhausted. You didn't have to cook. Not a big deal if I skip lunch once. That's a lot of A's. Pavilan. Pavilan. You're making me choose between resting and letting you starve. That's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I know, but that's what it feels like. Even if I had to let you leave. Couldn't sleep peacefully. I'd feel too guilty. I know I shouldn't, but you know I would. Is it so hard for you to cook even on days like this? Alright, sorry. Did you look for tickets back home? Yes, it's expensive, but we can manage it. Do you think we should go? Don't know. Let me ask the boss again if he can make me full-time. And unless the school gives you more shifts, my boss changes his mind, it's going to be tough to stay in Canada. Oh, that's in Canada, is it? I mean, this tracks. People showing up to Canada like, better life, and then being like, oh, maybe we should leave. It's not uncommon these days, unfortunately. I know there are other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I can teach again at my old job. There's nothing really keeping us here. Be nice. Okay, why don't you leave with me now? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. No, I'm sure all I need is some sleep. I've been saying that 2 days now. Come, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. Kind of. I like that as soon as she heard that the doctor was free, she had a big old smile. And now she knows why she's sick, and she's very happy. You gotta have the gold bangles. Venba, are you home? Did the doctor say? Good news! Good news!
Oh, brotherhood, y'all! Yeah!
Hey, Xeroxia, how are you doing this fine Tuesday? Hope you're having a good one. Hopefully you got a good night's sleep. You're playing this this cooking game that's more so about the life of these immigrants, I think. So the boss didn't even consider it. Unless a miracle happens, I say we start packing. What? What's with you? You never told me what the doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. Okay. Idlis again. Ah. Gotten into you today. Ah, she made a baby idly face. There you go. You just woke up to sleep was mediocre? That is unfortunate. So I guess that means we have a reason to stay. So that they get Canadian citizenship? I mean, it's a pretty good deal. I mean, raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either. Oh, they have a proper... No, this is a futon? I can't tell from this perspective if they're high off the ground or if they're right on the ground. It looks like they have a nightstand, so they have a proper bed. She was just sleeping on the couch for reasons. I mean, raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either, but there's a chance at a very different life here. It's only going to get more expensive though, and we're barely scraping by as it is. Can't provide everything other parents would be able to. What if they resent us for that when they grow up? I don't know, how bad are you gonna beat these kids? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. Then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity. Do you think, Venba? Why aren't you saying anything? I don't know, it's funny to see you worry like this. Buddy has a very square and undefined chin. An impressive combination. I don't know, it's funny to see you worry like this. Are you not worried? I don't know, I feel very calm for some reason. That makes one of us. Pavelan, don't worry. I'm sure they'll turn out just fine. How can you be so sure? It's our child. How else could they turn out? Good news, everyone. You think I've at last discovered and remedied your annoying audio stutter. I don't recall audio stutter, so sure, and well done. I definitely did not see what that calendar said. Oh, being shown by one's children, and it's gone. My name is Pavelan, sir. Pavelan, sir. Pavelan. Kevin. Why? Why is it an A? Where did you run off to? Dude, just on your end, not on stream side. Ah, yeah, that would be annoying. Sir, it would be my privilege to work with you. Pardon me, sir? Don't have to time to play, Kevin. I have a lot of work to do. Yes, sir, I've managed to transport of hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir? Kevin, there you are. What were you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Take it off. Let's get you dressed. No, I like it. The job was in India, sir, but... Kevin, wait there. Don't run. Kevin, come back here. This has become a routine now. This is a bad way to have a phone conversation. I think it's in 1994. He's got a wireless phone. Pretty good for 1994. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science in Physics, sir. That towel is so dirty, duh. Here, wear the shirt, Canna. Wear the shirt, Canna. No. But sir, can you just take me on a probation period, maybe? I'm driven, self-started, and quick learner, sir. It's on, Canna. Hurry up now. I don't want to. Speak in Tamil, Kevin. Why would you make them speak Tamil at home? This is a problem. Presumably the both of you know and are learning English since he's teaching English and he's going and getting jobs. The kid is too young to be like... So forcing them to speak Tamil at home it results in problems. Let's put it that way. Dual language... children brains are better at learning languages than adult brains are, right? But they also need to... There's a certain balance here. Because they will not learn certain words or how to speak in both languages if they can't use both languages in like regular use in multiple places. So it can't be only like your home country language at home, because that will change. That changes how they can speak English, which is, if you're living in an English speaking country, not the best. I understand why parents are always just like, oh, they need to speak our language at home, but it's not always the best choice. That you need more flexibility than just yelling at them to speak in this language. Yeah, you tried everything under the sun to fix the issue, and of course the internet was no help. Did all of its suggestions, shut off audio enhancement, update BIOS. Even cleared your CMOS, none of it helped. Was it just like a grounding issue? Like one device or one cable just needs to be swapped? Or switch ports? I've had that with the audio. I can't even understand what you're saying. That is also a problem because she's a teacher. I don't know what she's teaching. You can't understand what your like toddler or very young child is saying in English. What did he say? I don't want to? I can't even understand what you're saying. You don't have to pay until then. Please, Canna? I understand, sir. Yes, good boy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for considering me. Good day, sir. That sounds like not a success. Hey, Cogswell, how are you doing this fine Tuesday? Hope you're having a good one. Hello, Mr. Bachelor of Science. What happened? Same old. They didn't buy the hundreds of units of inventory story? Not entirely untrue. I helped out at a grocery store when I was 12, and you were paid in candy. Oh, well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I don't see myself getting a job for that here. Not with my English. Yes. Correct. That sounds likely. Why is it on a book? Why is that phone rested on a book? To get slightly higher, or because you don't have another table for your book? Spend half these calls asking them to repeat themselves. Yes, that is a bad sign. People don't want to deal with that. The Realtek line input you were using for your headset was fighting against the Goal XLR input, so you disabled it and routed your headset through your Goal XLR broadcast stream source instead. Ah, yeah. That's an interesting solution. I would not have thought of that. I would not expect the Realtek drivers to be fighting the Goal XLR drivers, so that's interesting. I should watch cartoons with Kevin. Again, why is his name Kevin? Why not Kevin? Why not Yvonne? Why Kevin? Is Kevin a common Indian name, or is it a weird mashup like it sounds? Kevin, a name. Name and origin. Popularly believed meaning handsome and charming. Okay, based off of where? And what? Indian Tamil. So it's a common name. Okay. This is fine then. It just struck me as odd that they decided, like, it felt like it was not named as a common name from the way this game was set up. We got some pictures of the background, by the way. We got Kevin on top of a snowman that's been added around the calendar that had her and her mother and a picture of her, presumably her deceased father, and the two of them as husband and wife. And they have them at something where I see she's in a sari. And they're all in yellow. I don't know what yellow is. I know it's gotta be for some particular event, if they're all in yellow. I can understand those shows. Maybe I can understand these people too. Yay! We can watch Batman together, Appa. Yes, but your son is going to forget Tamil at this rate. You know his friends call him Kevin? I want to call him Kevin. What's wrong with that? Speaking Tamil da. Well, what's wrong with that? There's only one letter that's different anyways. Names tell stories. Oh, we're going that route of immigrant parents. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you and where you're from. Where he's from is Canada. Where his ancestors are from is an important and a different story. But to say it's not where he's from, at least not in English. Maybe this means something different in Tamil, but it's being presented as English. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name after all. Who else is going to tell them? And Kevin means beautiful. It's such a lovely name and it suits you so well. I don't want to be beautiful. I want to be Kevin. Brighter than us, Venba. Learn to adapt. We haven't. You know he aced yesterday's English quiz? He did? Really? Good job! But no more English at home. We should celebrate, Kana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Oh, he's gonna ask for something stupid like hot dogs. Oh, Can we order pizza? Yeah, that's children love pizza. I love pizza. Pizza's great. It's hard to argue with pizza. Speaking Tamil, Kevin. I want pizza. How about something we can make at home since we're still immigrants and apparently like parota, dosa, idiyappam, G dosa, biryana, yani, curry dosa. No, I'm tired of all these. That I want pizza. Yeah, don't give a child a choice if you're not willing to deal with what they choose. Extra cheese, extra toppings. You eat pizza all the time, Kevin. You ever had puto? No? What's that? I've only seen my mother make it before. A lot of fun to make. Reminds me of a rocket. Rocket? Yeah, lots of steam comes out when you make it. It's just like a rocket launching. It does? Yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. Tricking your child. Bait here. This thing. Will it really look like a rocket launch? No, but it'll look like something. Do you want to see? The art is very interesting. The rough lines must have been really hard to generate. Like, the jaggy lines are not just like anti-aliasing or I like maybe anti-aliasing and then you crop it out with like a magic lasso tool, maybe, but it really looks like it was something that was hard to generate, and it certainly gives everything in this game an interesting look. Oh, no, I was gonna say the inner bowl circles don't have it, but I think they do. I haven't made this before, but Emma has a recipe on it. Hopefully it's readable. Where's the rocket? We need to make the flour first, I would like to tune the radio. I'm now even more interested to tune the radio to see what else you could find. What selection of music is in this game? So my understanding is they made all the music for this game. Put a flour. Puto flour. Ingredients: 100 grams or 500 grams of rice, water. Blend the rice in the water. Separate fine rice from chunks. Combine 500 grams of fine rice with water. Something chunks over either finished or you're putting it back in. It's hard to say. All right, let's make some flour. When do we get to the rocket part? Sunda, be patient. Oh, please tell me about this food, because I don't know what this is. Storing the flour. Venba, I'm no expert, but usually we toast the flour after we make it, no? Usually, yes, it's important to toast it, especially if you're going to store the flour for later. But we're using it right away, so it's okay to skip it. Why do you have to toast it? Okay, I would like to remove the lid. That's not an option. Can I just put the rice straight in without removing the lid? Yes. Blender. Okay. Okay, we're just dumping this on the table. I should shake the sieve over the towel to catch everything. Yeah, that's why I tried to put the sieve on the towel first game. This music rules. No clue what they're saying, but you're that way with English music. Yeah, it's got a nice beat. Alright, into the water. Well, the recipe says adding flour to the rice is the final step. Do you think this is right? No. It's way too runny. Must have added less than 500 grams of rice. To find a way to use all of it. Soaked rice. Okay. You really want me to do, I put the chunks back in to blend. That's way more rice that was in there than was in there. How many times are you gonna make me do this? There you go. I think this is perfect. What does this feel like? Flour, even though there's so much water. We have to mix the water and flour little by little. The final consistency should feel like slightly wet sand. Slightly wet sand? Alright, that wasn't too hard. Emma, when will we get to the rocket? Calm yourself. The fuck is this thing? How did you move with all this cooking equipment, but not like... You're using airline blankets, but you brought all this cooking equipment with you. Huh. Okay. Flour and coconut. 4 tablespoons of blank, 3 tablespoons of coconut. Water at the bottom. Put coconut layers as far away from each other as possible. Yeah. Alright, this is straightforward. Assemble the parts so the water steams and cooks what's above. Tricky part is figuring out how much rice and coconut is needed, and in what order coconut can crumble easily. Water. In. Water goes in the bottom part. Ah, fine. Okay. Coconut. One. Oh my gosh. Why can't I do this with a mouse? Go. Oh, what's this gonna tell me? Oh, they're garnishes. Tell me more about this. Regrind the chunks. Priorities, obviously. Yeah, you gotta go in the order they want you to, not in... like, it shouldn't soak in a way that would ruin it if you just toss what you had in there immediately and then ground the next set, or while the next set was grounding. We're garnishing with coconut, but really you can stuff anything in between. Anything? Yeah, like, oh, I don't know how to say that. Enrachi? Is there an N? Irachi? How to say Irachi. And also, what is it? Irachi is beef cutlet. Huh. Maybe? No? So, this is, most of this is not in English. The Wikipedia page is in Tamil. So let's, how about just how to pronounce it instead? It's an L? Why can't I hear it?
Meaning G. एक बार फिर G. Repeat after me. Elaichi. एक बार फिर elaichi. Meaning cardamom. Sample sentence.
It's just cardamom? Okay. Apparently it's not beef. But yeah, beef sounded weird to go in this contraption. So apparently it's often spelled with an L instead of an R, and means cardamom. So that means the images I was seeing was cardamom beef? That is also weird. Huh. Well, that Google search came out real weird then. Okay, whatever. Cardamom beef. That's weird. That is super weird. You can buy those on Amazon for 44 bucks. Oh, the cylinder? I think this is happening in the 90s. And that's a worn piece of equipment. And they're relatively new immigrants, despite having a child. What about cheese? Could you put cheese? I wouldn't put cheese in the cylinder. You could. Yeah? Yeah? But you shouldn't. Never mind. Can I turn it on now? It's launch time, Kevin. Like it was yesterday, complete one recipe without messing up. Wow! That was so cool! Venba, I can't believe it didn't fall. Emma! Can we do that again? Whoa, what is floating in that doll? Oh, secondary teacher application at the Toronto Catholic School Board. Apparently they did not accept her submission request to teach presumably Tamil? Or maybe math? Something that doesn't require a ton of English at the Toronto Catholic District School Board. Not that I was expecting to see that acronym there. That's so they're in Toronto apparently. Ooh, pierogies and nachos, nice, delicious. Toronto Catholics not taking in foreigners? I'm shocked. Foreigners is less of the. So the kid would be accepted 100%, even as not a Catholic. The Toronto Catholic School Board will take in effectively anyone. I remember when I went to Catholic school in Toronto. So I remember there being people who didn't speak English, people who were expelled from the normal school board, people who simply didn't want to go to the local school for some reason. Because the normal school board had elementary, middle school, and then high school, and the Catholic school just did elementary and then high school. So you one less changeover. So that was a preference thing. It's more so because she did not speak English so much. Expelled or excommunicated. I don't know if someone who's been excommunicated would be allowed to go to it. I assume they would be because that's a church decision. They would not be allowed to go, like all the Catholic school boards have a church directly next to them. All those schools have a church like on premise effectively. I can guarantee they would not be allowed inside the church, but they'd probably be allowed to go to the school, although I'm not sure how a child would get excommunicated. Is he asleep? I think so. Kevin? You're just gonna talk about him? Also, so the three of you are sharing this bed, huh? Good. So that interview, another dead end? Yes. I knew that before I took the call. No relevant Canadian work experience. We'll keep you on file. I don't know. I feel like I deluded us into thinking we can make it work here. Well, don't worry. I'll go to the employment office again tomorrow. What? No, you don't like, Shiresh. But I think you should take that sales job at his company. It's all about who you know here. It kind of is. Yeah. It's less so about what you're actually capable of and who can get you a job. All about who you know here. And we barely know anyone. We're not in that position to pick and choose our help. Not moving here would be a chance to start over. And even here, we still have to beg people like Suresh. Not begging. I know. Call him tomorrow. Thank you. But honestly, I think you're more qualified for sales than I am. I mean, the way you sold Kevin on the Puta today. You're really good with kids. Can't believe you're having a hard time teaching in school. It was a secondary school. So unless she's teaching Tamil, English is kind of very important for communicating subjects at a secondary school level. Teaching trig without being able to explain in English exactly why things are working or come up with examples would be very difficult. You need 10 years of work experience prior to any work experience. School training does not count. Yep. I love the programming and IT ones, because something new will pop up, like when Rust popped up, jobs were like, hey, we're looking for 5 to 10 years of Rust experience, and the creators of Rust are just like, we don't qualify. It's so good. It's so stupid. Need 10 years. Yeah, man, I was born here. It's still true. Yeah, who you know. It's all who you know. It doesn't matter how much you know. It's who you know. College sure as hell doesn't count when looking for work nowadays. Yep. Same as teachers. You had, I mean, university level. Yeah, you're just kind of like, good luck to you understanding these people. But generally, high schools and elementary schools, but high schools especially, are aiming for the teachers know English. Not like well, it's not like teaching back home. It makes me worry about Kevin. Well, back home, I could get the class to laugh, open up, get them in the mood to learn, you know? It's harder here. It'd have to do with Kevin. I just feel that there's a wall between me and my class. Can't connect with them. They lead very different lives than we did. I feel the same wall growing around Kevin. How do you mean? What if I can't connect with Kevin? It's so hard to even talk to him. It feels like he's growing farther away from us. Well, that's just how children work, but it's so hard to talk to him. He speaks in English all the time, and he talks so fast. Well, you're in Toronto, right? Like, I talk fast on stream, and I'm putting as hard a break as I can on my just blurting out a bunch of words. Because it's not uncommon for a conversation here to just be enunciation is the difference instead of pronunciation. So like, you just keep talking very, very quickly, and how you just say the words determine whether or not a sentence has been completed or whether the sentence is ongoing. Yeah. Like, yeah, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time understanding this kid if he starts talking like a Torontonian. When you were in junior high, it was an English-speaking teacher teaching math, but he didn't know math. He admitted he was trying to learn the material the night before he had to teach it to us. Yeah, that's always a fun one. When they move someone between subjects and they clearly should not be teaching that subject. But at least he's an English teacher. So presumably he could at least read it, and it is high school level math. So hopefully, no, I said junior high level math. So if he doesn't know math, I would hope it's not like beyond his understanding. But some people are bad at math, or can't think in that way. That's not great. Now imagine if that was someone trying to speak to you in French. Because she does not speak English well. Like he's in a different world than us. He went to school in the Maritimes. They didn't tolerate any foreigners. Oh, well. I mean, I hope that's changed. I'm trying to think. Mr. Mr. Singalingam was his actual name. His English was good. He was a math teacher from India. Quite a few Eastern Europeans. They taught various computer courses at my high school. Their English was good enough in its computer science. Foreigners include French. I thought the Maritimes spoke a fair bit more French, at least more than Ontario. And we have Gatineau. Well, we have Ottawa and Gatineau, which is one city, two sides of the same city. So we have at least a city that is directly connected to a French-only section city. Depends on where you are. More than just that. Yeah, I didn't see any French, actually, now that you mention it in, like... Nova Scotia had some. But, like, yeah, not a ton of French around. At least not in, on signs and stuff like it is in, Quebec. More than just that. He doesn't eat lunch at school. He's not interested in anything we do. Thought I could at least get him to listen to the music or watch some movies from back home. Are they drifting up? Oh, the screen is like breathing. Huh. That's a nice effect, actually. Gently enough that I didn't notice it immediately, and it does add to the scene. The scene itself is just breathing up and down because they're in bed. I thought I could at least get him to listen to music or watch some movies from back home. So the thing about music is, if you have any, like, I don't mind not knowing the lyrics to songs, but some people are very focused on that. But also movies from back home, foreign movies are always a, I don't want to say an acquired taste, but it is kind of an acquired taste. Because everywhere does movies different. So if you're used to one type of music, or one type of movie, getting into another type of movie is hard. But you could say the same about dramas and, like, thrillers. Or science fiction and action. My parents were fervent anti-French, and it tainted your entire childhood growing up. Not until you got older did you realize your parents were bigots. Oh, that's unfortunate. A lot of Canada was not big fans of the French, especially when they were trying to leave. I can understand that breeding additional resentment. Same here in Texas. Some schools, when you were a kid, did not tolerate Spanish speakers. You had to know English. By the way, at the time, you lived 10 miles away from Mexico. Oof. Oh, sorry. Touch the mic. The kids part, that's kind of rougher because it's a kid, right? Like, it's hard to yell at a kid like you don't know the language. It's another thing for, like, if that school is just like, we're not hiring someone who doesn't speak English because we're teaching in English. That makes more sense to me. And I need subtitles for Western movies. These days, yes. However they decide to do audio mixing on television and movies these days, because they have changed how they mix audio a lot in, especially in bigger productions. Yeah, it's hard to hear. I like having subtitles on, even if I don't need to look at them all the time. It's nice to glance down once in a while to, you know, to catch the bits that you're missing. You'd rather watch Home Alone for the 100th time. So this is the 90s, and yeah, I did that a lot too. I don't know, I'm worried. These things bother me too. But we chose to bring him up here, not him. We did it because we thought he'd have a better life here. And he does. This place comes with better education and opportunities. But it also comes with its own culture, language, and values. Can't pick and choose the ones we want and ask him to ignore from the others. I think it's natural that any kid wants to fit in, right? Yes. Yes, maybe. No, yes. It's yes. It's just scary. Don't worry, Venba, he'll turn out just fine. Are you so sure? He's our child. Oh, hey, he's come back with the same thing you said there, Venba. How else would he turn out? Watch 10 at 2? Yeah. So many things. Those fallen from the resolve are stripped of respect, like hair fallen from the head. Those fallen from respect... No, those fallen from something? Huh. Oh, what's on the fridge? We got a magnet of Niagara. We got a Niagara Falls magnet right there. We got a grocery list or some sort of checklist. A dinosaur drawing. Your father... That is an excellent drawing of your father, child. Chat's kind of in the way. But he's got the very square jaw. And yet no defined chin. Warriors, come out and play, yay. Yeah, take that, Venba. Got you with your own words. Go on, tell her. His name is Pavilan. He's my dad. P-A-A-V-A-L-A-N. He says Appa is not at the office. Does she know what time he left? Why is that in... Oh, so when the kid's talking in English, because I guess we're hearing from the parents' point of view, it's like half smudged and not understandable, kind of in the same way that Venba's mother's cookbook is stained and smudged and unreadable. So we've got a same idea, same effect, but for two different reasons, but connecting two generations. Okay, well, does she at least know if he came in today? Did you see my dad today? Yes. Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we can call them. Does he usually go home with someone? She says no, Dad usually leaves alone and he's very quiet. He says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Okay, thank you. That dino better be Godzilla or it's a 0 out of 10 game. It could be Godzilla. Well, what's this nighttime walk? Where are you going? Why are we walking through the park, Emma? Why'd you ask in English? Do you think Appa will be here? I don't know, Kana. Find your Appa loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If you decide to walk from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Appa left at 5. What's taking him so long? You think he went somewhere else first? Or where could he go for this log? Oh no, Kevin. Enough with your questions. That sounds about right. That's the type of yelling you get. Sorry, Kana. I'm just worried about Appa. Why are you worried? Do you think something happened to him? Yeah, Dad went to get cigarettes and he's gone. He's peaced out. No, I'm sure he's fine. You don't have to stay quiet, Kevin. Here, you can ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, and I'll answer it. Oh, again. Are you ready for the consequences of your own choices, lady? But only if you can ask it in Tamil. Okay? Ooh, okay, I could do that. Ahem. Okay? Okay, I can do that. So he has a different flashing background when he's speaking in Tamil. I think. Why did that lady say that Appa is very quiet? He talks a lot at home. In Tamil. Oh, look at you go. See, you can speak Tamil when you want to. I don't know. Maybe it's that they don't talk to him? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. He doesn't really like his job, Kevin. Maybe that's why. He was a writer back home, right? Did he like his job then? Oh yes, he loves to write. How come I never see him write at home? Because only the handful of people will be able to read. Well, he always writes when something bothers him. Back home, that used to be every day. Maybe you should bug him more. The fact that we can ask how do they meet tells me that he's probably dead. But we're gonna say, what did you do back home? I'll call it that it's Ogola, the Bollywood counterpart to Godzilla. This is fantastic. Bad ending. Hey, Steve, Mark Tavel. How are you doing this fine Tuesday, Steve? Hope you're having a good one. Baby Dad is tired. It's a 1966 movie. Does it have like the little models and stuff? Do they just straight up copy like how Godzilla is made by Toho? Bollywood Country Godzilla, you can watch that. Yeah. It sounds like fun. Same here, I was a teacher. And not just a supply teacher, I taught math for 9 to 12th standard. So she's a substitute teacher, or whatever, supply, I guess is the word they're using. But I was right, she teaches math. So her trying to teach high school students math without speaking English sounds, having learned math from people who didn't speak English in university, that sounds awful. That is how you ensure those high school students do not do math subjects or things related to math. There's Gogola, a sing and dance. Hello my baby, hello my sunshine. Giant version as he kicking down buildings. The Kate is just like a giant, I'm gonna say a big old light post, but I don't know places if everywhere in the world has the giant light posts we have here for the 401. So the 401 light posts here are like 5 or 6 stories tall in some spots. Like they're obscenely large. Smokestack works. Were you a cool teacher? What's a cool teacher? Fun and easygoing. Like, were the kids scared of you? Only kids named Kevin. I don't know, I like to think I was good at it. My classes were always fun for the students. Though I don't think I'm a cool teacher here. I miss those days. But you teach here too. It's not the same. Why not? I don't know. Yeah, it's because you don't know English. It's actually a big part of it. Just not. It's hard enough for children to communicate in a language they know with people they know. Why did you move here then? It wasn't an easy choice. Avalan wanted to be with me. I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. But a lot of people took issue with us being together. Oh my gosh, don't tell me one of them's like Pavalanced some castless dude so that the rest of her family was just like, oh, fuck this guy. Dude, where I am, they're not allowed to have buildings over 5 stories. Huh, children are dicks, yes. Children are little psychopaths. So communicating with them is difficult. You honestly thought Zroxy was BSing, but shit, now you must watch it? Oh, I believe that it easily could have been it sounded like it could easily be true, so it seemed good. And I could totally see Bollywood just being like, yeah, we can make little buildings and blow them up and stuff. That's the best part of the Godzilla movies is just like, oh, these miniature towns must have been hard to build. Oh, and there's just a dude in a suit stomping on them. And they decided to make it our problem. It was getting really hard to deal with, so we gambled on a fresh start. Here, and took it. Mama, I see Appa. He's not collapsed, is he? Well, clearly he's not collapsed. Is he collapsed? Because she's walking real slow. HVAC sales. Sir, are you smoking a blunt? Buddy, it looks like he's smoking a blunt. So he got mugged. Yeah, it's looking kind of like he got mugged. I did ask why they were walking around at night in supposedly Toronto. Just like when you finish building the Lego city, only thing left to do is to tear it apart. Oh yeah. There's a Calvin and Hobbes comic where he builds that the like snow city with his lots and lots of snowmen, and then the next scene is the perspective of him trashing it from the mini snow people. That's a great comic. I just finished cutting up the onions. She looks significantly older. He looks significantly older. He's still wearing the same broken glasses? Like he didn't get the lenses swapped out? So shouldn't they be like... cracks don't just stop. Cracks will propagate. These are held in by pressure. Small thing. I just finished cutting up the onions too. Oh, what's on the fridge now? Still the Niagara. Still the Niagara. Magnet. Also, the IMDb page suggests this if you liked Gogola. What is this? Batman fights Dracula. What? When does Batman fight Dracula? Oh, that's some Bollywood looking things right there. No, it is not. Is it Italian? Spanish? Who made this movie? Batman fights Dracula. Is there a blurb over what this is? See the first Filipino Batman in full Eastman color. That's the tagline of the movie? Oh my god. See the first Filipino Batman in full Eastman color. Oh no. Oh no. Featured review, filmmaking at its finest. Seems legit. Oh. Hey Max, how are you doing this fine Tuesday? Batman vs. Dracula was a 2005 animated movie. Not this Batman vs. Dracula. This is apparently what was it? 1966? Where was this? I saw 1966. No wait, that's Dracula. Not Dracula. That's Gola. When was this made? Production info? Cast and crew? No. Why is there no year on this? 1965. There it is. May 27th, 1965 is what the poster says. $1967, something around there. Who knows? Maybe 1965 or 65 was one of his released not in Eastman color. Oh God, can we use? Will is going live today. We can yell anything into Will's chat because I would be the one to ban us. So we're gonna submit Eastman color. It's fine. Twitch won't ban us, I'm sure. This is fine. Okay, I just finished cutting up the onions too. I think you should have everything you need. He's much more helpful. Pavilan has become much more helpful over the years in cooking. Yes, thanks, Pa. I'll go help Kevin pack. So are they speaking Tamil because it's got the, like, blurry background? Go help Calvin pack. So presumably he's going to university at this point. This Batman movie is the original Batman. All the others are pretenders. Seems legit. Oh, hey, I still buy that oil. That's canola oil. Biryani gravy. Okay, this recipe is completely unreadable. Layer biryani is really fancy. I've never made it that way before. I've seen Amma make it the night before we left India. Maybe I can try remembering them. Memories. Remember, add all these first. So those are cloves. We didn't have the scene of turning on the radio, but it's here. I mean, I always appreciate you popping in, Max. The limit to how many chats you can be yelling things in. Oh, I always appreciate that. I always appreciate lurking or popping in. But yeah, we found a Cogswell has found a very different Batman versus Dracula than the 2005 animated one. Very different. Remember a 20-year-old recipe? Yep. So I see sprigs of, I think, bay leaf, or just bay leaves in general. Some cloves. I don't know what those seeds are. Maybe coriander? No, coriander is circular. What's the other one? Anseed? No, those are star-shaped. Seen in my mind. Unground Jira? Is it unground Jira? These ingredients, so expensive. Emma, why are you going through all this trouble? To Cody, it's a big thing to leave to another country. I don't know when I'll be able to cook for you again. Oh, so the black box is her mother. Ginger garlic paste, marinated beef, tomatoes, chilies, onions, cardamom, bay leaves, cloves, and this is fennel. Fennel is what I was looking for. I could have gone to look at my spice rack, but Max the Ghost did not appear on the stream chat. Wait, what? Oh! What? Jira, the source management platform. It's pronounced the same, it's spelled very differently, but yes. Yeah, apparently you're a Max, you're a Ghost Max, and I have no idea why. I was gonna say you can yell whatever you want, but technically Twitch still has a log of whatever you type. It's just on stream, it doesn't pop up. So I can't refute anything that is, Twitch claims that someone has said this. I have no proof. Here's my chat log in video form, which they're definitely not going to want. Oh, I can never get tired of how great toasted whole spices smell. Yeah, but... So unless this is turning, like... into, like, a stock here... It's not. This is fried. Ground would always be my preference. Get it more evenly. You want to be a ghost? I have no idea how this is happening, but you want to be able to reproduce it. Are you shadow banned? Shadow banned harder than Cogswell is shadow banned? Emma, I wish you could see how much these cost here. You will lose your mind over these prices. Why? Finding these ingredients. If it wasn't for the wonderful Elam Tamil community here in Toronto. Which Tamils are these? Tamil Elam is a proposed independent state of many Tamils in Sri Lanka. That's what I thought. So, when Sri Lanka decided they were going to flush out the Tamil tigers from thing, and that put an end to the Tamil Elam or Elam Tamil or whatever you want to call it, a lot of them came to Toronto, so there was a big community. I remember they protested once by walking onto the highway, the 401, to stop traffic. And of course, one psychopath decided, I'm not stopping for these people. But, also, you probably should not march onto a 100-kilometer-per-hour road. That's a bad plan. And also, the people who came here, who were open supporters of the Tamil Tigers, caused certainly a lot of issues because they were busy literally fundraising money to send to the Tamil Tigers, the inventors of the suicide vest, mind you. And they did not mind their children. And so their children formed roving gangs that we called their mode of transport the, it's gonna sound racist. Maybe it is, but it's going to sound racist. So gold Toyota Corollas, 90s, early to mid 90s, so like 92, 93, 94. Yeah, they walked onto the highway to protest. The busiest highway in North America. So those Corollas, we call them Tamil clown cars, which sounds very bad, but these roaming gangs of children who are taught that violence is acceptable because their parents openly support the Tamil Tigers would pile into this car that has seatbelts for 5 people. A minimum of 7, the most I've seen climb out of one of those Corollas was 11 young men of high school age and older, which is how they got the name of Tamil Clown Car. Because when you see 11 people climb out of a Corolla, you're just like, the fuck? How? It's kind of just like I'm both impressed and disturbed. So anyways, the reason that I call them roaming gangs is there were gangs here before. I grew up in Scarborough. There were gangs in Scarborough. There were gangs east of Scarborough who got blamed for things. The Caribbean community, there were Jamaican gangs that were blamed for things. And they did, gang things. Sometimes they fought. Sometimes illegal guns would be involved. Sometimes they had protection rackets. But you know what they didn't do was attack people on the street for no reason. So the Tamil roving gangs of these effectively children or young men would attack anyone on the street to rob them. Elderly people, rob a pregnant lady, try to rob some children on the way home from school. Scarborough represent. Oh, you were born in Scarborough, yeah! So was I. Represent. So yeah, while the immigrants would certainly find the Tamil Elam community in Toronto and find it supportive, their children who were left on their own did things like burn down the shops of Sri Lankans who were been living in Canada for 20 plus years, and no part of them involves attacking the Tamil people living in Sri Lanka. So anyways, I have a bit more of a bone to pick with this notion of it just being a great, good all-around community, because I know these people. I know the people whose shops burned down. I know people who got beat up in parking lots. I know elderly people who were robbed by 11 people. I've been chased. Only 11 got out of a car. Your relatives have been beat by 5 more folks getting out of a car. You have 16 people get out of a sedan? Jeez, how? Where does the space come from? People have legs. Everyone in your family have legs, Durlock. Legs takes up space. They only bend in certain ways. You're at high five indeed. I've also escaped from roving Tamil clown car gang by dipping into a ravine more than once. Like they just try to rob. They used to just try to rob you. Like they were kids effectively and young adults who believed violence was fine because of the way their parents acted. And they would try to rob you, and you would the first ones, because they're so crammed in there, the benefit of them being so crammed in is they can't exit quickly. So the first one or two, if you just outrun them or deck them, you could escape. You're just gone. All right, they're not going to catch up when you have a significant head start. But also, they would get injured pretty badly, because what are you going to do? Let 7 people come and beat on you? No, you hit the first one as hard as you can, you kick them into traffic, whatever you need to do to get away. Don't forget a trunk. Oh, that's true. That's true. They were, the trunk is a lot of space that typically is not occupied by humans. Only typically, though. If it wasn't for the wonderful Elam Tamil community here in Toronto, I would like the word to be supportive, more so than wonderful. I can't even imagine getting all these spices easily or affordable 20 years ago. Tamil shops, restaurants, theaters, and I hear they're even offering Tamil courses for students now. Maybe at Cedarbrae College they did. They worked so hard to create this little home away from home. Literally burnt shops and made people leave, but sure. Sigh. I wish I could do more here. Maybe I'll apply if there's any Tamil teacher jobs. Oh yeah, that'd be good for her, for Venba. But she's Indian Tamil. So she's an Indian Tamil being supported by the Sri Lankan Tamils. Okay. Finding these ingredients. No, we already, that was what we read. So those spices in first. Now the beef goes on after we've added all the salt and powders. That order is important. Then add water and let it reduce. How am I going to remember all this? Don't worry, I've added all the instructions to the recipe book I gave you. Okay. There's a logic to the order you add these 4 ingredients in. You want all of them to fry in the oil nicely, but the ingredients you add first will always fry more in the oil than the ones you add next. That's why you start with onions. Yeah. Right, so if I want onions to turn golden brown, they need to be fried the most. Yes. And remember, once you add tomatoes, they release so much water, it's hard for anything else to fry after. Yes. Of course the tomatoes go in last. You went through a lot of trouble for the recipe book, Emma. I'm sorry I couldn't take better care of it. But I'm fixing these now, and I hope Kevin can appreciate it when he cooks these. If he ever does. She's rewriting the recipes for her son. Ah. Clown car violence. Thank you for the submission, BK. This does sound very nice. Nope. I want the salt. Salt. Spices. I don't know what that was. This chili powder? Chili powder. Beef. Water. Oh, this smells divine. I think we just need to let it simmer for 30 minutes and we can start the layering. Gravy's done. Where is she that they don't have a stovetop as part of the kitchen? Like even a non-working stovetop, just so you're not using a hot pot on, not a hot pot, a hot plate on your kitchen table. All that's left is the biryani. If I can finish it before Kevin leaves. Got a lid. This is rice. Okay, fine, I'll read it first. Layering biryani. Ingredients unknown. 1, 2, who knows? 3, once done, let sit in low flame for 30 minutes. At least the second part is salvageable. I think the idea is to put everything in the pot, seal tightly, and let it simmer together. 1, 2, 3 might further the different layers of gravy, rice, and other things. But in what order? Maybe I can try to remember. Couldn't bring a stove on the plane. They had to bring the puto kettle and no room for stove. Fair enough. Everything but the kitchen sink. I see. We just add all of these together on top of the rice layer. That's the final layer? Yes. What's wrong, Emma? Oh, Emma, why are you crying? You know we'll visit often, and you never want to see her again. And once things are better, we'll come back here. This is our home. Where else will we go? I know, Ken, it's just so far away. All these together on top of the rice layer. Okay. What's this? Saffron milk. We got some mint. Fried onions. We're adding more onions. We pre-fried some onions and then we toss some onions into this thing, huh? Some cilantro. Some ghee. Some cashews. Alright. So this is wrong. Ta-da! We just add all of these together on top of the rice layer. That's the final layer. Yes. Often. We'll visit often, and once things are better, we'll come back here. Okay. So is it... How much ghee do we use everything but all the ghee. Okay, so it's this, rice, this, rice, and everything else. I think this is right. Ah, family guilt. That's the best type of guilt. Yeah, the most common. You're not my real dad. I think this is right. I just have to cover it with the lid now. I think this is it. Just need to keep the flame very low and let it all cook together. Wait, this is gas? This is not a gas hose. Why did it make sparking sounds? in a fire sound? And why is there a flame involved? Just need to keep the flame very low and get it to all cook together. The rice would fully absorb all the moisture from the gravy, deeply flavoring it. And if this was gas, not only was this hose not big enough, we're doing this inside. I can't wait. Should be good now. Should it? Looks amazing. That was a very fast 30 minutes there, game. Steve wants curry. Some curry would be nice. Some nice spicy curry. Family beef. That's a good achievement name for what's happening. It's family beef. UB. The hell university is... What the hell university is UB? University of Baltimore? what university is UB? U of B. University of Bridgeport in Connecticut. University of Baltimore in Maryland. University of Barcelona. That's probably not that one. Oh, it could be. He did say different country. University of Belgrano. Oh, in Argentina. University of Botswana. That would be a hell of a change. University of Buffalo. Oh. Right, that exists. Buffalo has a university. I've only passed by a billion times. University of Butts. University of Bitch. Hey, it's Bob Cobb Ford. University of Denver. Seems legit. University of Brampton. Shit, what's the name of that university? It's not... What's close to Brampton? Ah, it's fine. Whatever. How is it? Oh, it's so good. Beef really is the best. You're, So the thing about... Are you eating with your hands, buddy? This is a rice dish. You don't have, like... some roti, some dal puri, some naan, so any sort of bread to pick it up? Just your hands? Oh. It really is good, Amma. I'm glad. I won't get many chances to cook for you like this again. He's out. Never to be seen again. Ah, Amma. Stop being so dramatic. I'm just moving out to university. Yes, Kenna, but we'll miss you. You packed everything, so they're still speaking Tamil to him. It's a long drive. We might have to get gas on the way. Oh, as it turns out, my friends are driving there today after all. So I'll be going with them. Oh yeah, you don't even get to enjoy the ride there. And presumably this means it's Buffalo or maybe Baltimore, because the rest of them would really suck to drive to. This way you and Appa won't have to drive all day. So Buffalo, because I don't think Baltimore is a one-day drive there and back. I was looking forward to the drive. We could all spend some time together before we send you off. Not a hassle at all for us to drive you. We'd love to. Last chance for us to annoy you with unsolicited advice. Oh, Emma, that would be nice. But I think it's just easier this way. You can always annoy me another time. Oh, okay, Kanna. Sure. Did I even get any of the meat pieces? Ah, maybe we can drive there next week, drop off some food. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, so I'm feeling Buffalo-ish. They said different country though, right? So that's the only reason I keep going. I went to like the American ones immediately because they said it's a different country. And it's UB, so I highly doubt it's University of British Columbia, even though that is kind of their colors. But that would be UBC. And also not a one-day drive from Toronto. What else could be a one-day drive? Eh. Will your friend's car have enough space for some containers? I don't know why. Packed a lot more of the biryani. I've also packed some hoodies, pickles, and sweets. You give all the pieces to Kevin. Emma, I can't take that in the car. Why not? I packed for your friends too. You can all eat it. Emma, they don't want biryani. No, they do. No university student says no to tasty home-cooked food from someone else's parents. It's just like, your parents made what? Yeah, I'll try some. Yeah, absolutely. Free food? Free food? I wonder how hard it is for Canadian students to get into American university. I never tried. I assume you have to write the test that Americans write. The SATs. Looks good. You want some? You never even had it before. Fuck, you want some biryani. Yeah, it looks good. I've never seen a college kid refuse free food. Exactly! Like, they don't want it. No, they do. Oh, chat, you're kind of eating into that. I didn't realize that text would go all the way to the top here. It's been mostly situated centrally. There you go. You can go over his face. It's not as important, I guess. The whole car will smell. There wasn't, well, it'll smell like saffron. Like, there's no curry here or jeera or anise. There's no like high smelling spices other than saffron. And saffron has a kind of nice smell. Like they used to use saffron as deodorant. Yeah, the whole car will smell great. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the redemption, Cogswell. Hi. No, give me the food. I'll take it. Give me that food. Toss it in there. Ah. Like you're the redemption, Steve. Oh, car will smell. I don't want them in my dorm either. I don't want any of it. Haven't I put a lot of effort into making all of it this week? I didn't ask you to. Why are you getting mad? I know you didn't ask. But what will you even eat there? Yeah, what will you eat? Because I don't know if did you learn how to cook here, bud? Oh, my arm is just gone. It doesn't exist. I have a shirt, the sleeveless shirt, and no arm there. This is fine. Thank you for the redemptions. I don't know. There are cafeterias, instant noodles, whatever. I'll figure it out. Can't believe she gave him all the pieces. I'm just eating Cusca here. Not healthy, Kevin. Can't eat out every day. Literally everyone there will be doing that. Yes, but doesn't mean it's healthy. I'm just trying to be helpful. Whoa, what's the reaction to being touched? Well, you're not. How much you beat this kid? Why don't you just take some of it? You don't have to eat it. I said, no, Emma. Done with this. This is a fresh start for me. I don't want to smell like Little India anymore. That is a problem. If you don't keep your clothes separately, they will smell like spices. I know if I eat curry too much, what I'm wearing will smell like spices. Like I'll just sweat out spices. So yeah, that I can see why a kid would be like, I don't want to smell like Little India anymore. Just want to be normal. Well, no, you can do it in moderation. This guy be teased. For what? Hannah? The language you speak, the food you eat, the clothes you wear. Only you should decide that, Kevin. Although I do approve of you using a spoon and not being your father, who no implement or bread or anything has got his hands in a pile of rice. Rice and gravy. University students are definitely known for moderation. Fair enough. I used to buy entire pizzas. Well, actually, I never really stopped just buying an entire pizza for a meal, but I used to buy a pizza, take it to class, and eat it. Because it was on the way. They had a great walk-in special. They could only bring one spoon on the plane. Oh man, this spoon has come all the way from India. That you know, India is well known for its use of spoons. You don't have to change who you are for us, but just be sure you're not changing who you are for anyone else either. There's a wonderful and beautiful culture that's a part of you. It'd be a shame if you chose not to be a part of it, just because you think it's not normal. Then why did we even move here? We should have stayed in India. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Just, there's no need to create a fuss over any of this. Not like you're never going to see me again. I'll visit often. Apparently I'm only a day's drive away. I'd probably come home by bus. Okay. And I'll call every week too. So please try not to worry. Okay? Okay. I definitely did not call my parents every week. There was no chance that was happening. Spoiler, he never saw them again. Kind of like they never went to go visit her mother again after they fled India. Them? Yes, I think so. Who's that girl? I've never seen her before. Smart kid. This is why he didn't want us to drive him. Yeah. His father understands. Rip off the old block. I mean, actually, yeah. You married your wife and had to leave your country. That's actually well done, sir. Good pull. If you're gonna treat it like that, then yeah, sure. There he goes. I suppose it's good that he's so independent and makes his own choices, even if they're so incorrect. Ooh, yeah, that's an attitude that'll breed good feelings for all involved. You have to tell them you will to placate them, though, right? No, I told them I was not going to call them. If you want to talk to me, you could call me. If you want to have a scheduled time we sit down, you can try to schedule that with me, but I'm busy. Okay, family is family, but girls are girls. Our choices were mostly made for us already. Whatever he chooses, at least it'll be his own decision. We just have to wait patiently for him to come back to us. Until then, it's just the two of us again, huh? Just like old times. Well, people who aren't as honest as you and I have to tell them they will. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, she got another rejection letter, unable to offer you the position of teaching somewhere. Man, she has so much hair. It's a real pain to take care of that much hair. Did Kevin reach the university? Obviously not. I don't know this from experience. I know this secondhand from people who have that much hair. Did he text or call yet? No. We told him to text or call right when he gets there, right? Yeah. Well, maybe he hasn't got... Oh, he has. Kept waiting and got worried, so I finally called him. He just said he forgot to inform us and hurried to hang up. Yeah, he's partying. It's a big day after all. Classes before passes, though, is a common phrase. But all the freshmen are there at once, so, you know, things will happen. I'm sure he's got a lot going on. Oh, sure, let your son do as he likes. As opposed to what? Venba? Would you like to tell him what to do? I'm not going to bother anymore. He doesn't want to eat what we make. He doesn't want to speak in Tamil. He doesn't even want the name we gave him. That was like 15 years ago, Venba. I mean, yeah, your parents hold grudges like that, but oof. I can still call you up for that was 15 years ago. Calm your roll. Kevin died on the way back home to his home planet. Oh no. Done chasing after him. Yeah, they just wrote out the third character. Poochie's dead. Yes, you're right. Yay! Oh wait, forgot his headphones in his room. I was gonna bring it to him sometime next week. But maybe we should just let him pick it up whenever he's here next. Oh, he did. Of course, not Pavelan. We should help if we can. He uses those headphones all the time. It'd be hard for him without that. What? That was a 180 immediately. Oh, you made that up. Is there anything more fleeting than your anger towards Kevin? That's what being a parent is, I suppose? When Kevin said he wants to pursue writing, I was so happy. Finally, something we have in common. I want to show him all the work that inspired me and all the poems and stories that I love. Can he read them in Tamil? All the ones you wrote too. So your wife? You maybe not. All the stories you read to him as a child were just ones you wrote on the spot. Yes, but I doubt he even remembers that. No, he'll remember that. I don't even know if he can read Tamil literature. There it is. Much less understand it. I used to wonder why he wanted to turn his back on all the unique and special things his roots have to offer. But after that night in the park, where you got your ass beat, maybe he's thinking it's better not to be unique or stand out in any way. And I don't think we can blame him for that. I guess it wasn't the best decision to move. I don't get to write here. You don't get to teach here. It's hard for Kevin to be who he wants to be here. Maybe you should have stayed. What? You're going to suggest I would have been better off not moving here with you. My anger is going to be anything but fleeting. But come on. I know how much you miss home. Wouldn't you be happier back there? If I felt like I didn't have anyone, then yes, maybe I'd be happier there. But I have Kevin, and I have you. Home is where you two are. In before he's dead. Longing for those who have forsaken you diminishes the beauty of the soul. 2014. There he is. Oh, your parents could hold grudges easily that long. Remember when you were 2 years old and yelled at me? No? Well, I do. Yeah, that's basically what she was doing there. Father, all I want to do is play games and tell my kids we're all college age. Hands off, fucker. That's mine. So her home is looking a lot more modern since her husband died. Though she did install one of the bead doorways, which always makes things feel less modern in my opinion. But I'm also not a fan of having to pass through something where if I go too fast it hurts like shit. So I'm also a potato, so you know, maybe there's a good way to dash through bead doors. For the most part, my opinion is that hurts. Don't do this. But what am I rotating? A stick? I'm rotating this way. Okay. Is this... Yeah, I mean, it looks like a churro, but that's not what this is. Real doors also hurt like shit if you try walk through them. Fair enough, Cogswell, but you could leave them open. Is this one done? Float it up. I've tried. Wait. Oh. Okay. Uzumaki, the spiral. Home should always be so relaxed you never have to rush through a bead door. Fair enough, but you know, I'm a gamer. There's sometimes where I have to move very quickly from one room to another. Steve wants churros. Yeah. This game is making me really hungry, and I ate just before I started this game. I guess she's an excellent cook now. Oh, we're seasoning these with ghee. By seasoning, I mean we're oiling. We're greasing these with ghee. Okay. Don't know what this is. This. I have no idea what we're making. The schloop sounds you don't like? Hey, werewolf romance. Going good here. I'm getting real hungry playing this game. Hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, these are, shit, what are they called? I never knew they were so round because there was a special plate for them. I usually think of these more as a Middle Eastern dish, but I guess they're Indian. Slice. Hey, this fish looks very happy. Am I just tapping A? Why didn't we flay this fish? Or remove the scales at the very least. This looks like chili sauce. That's a spicy fish. Oh, I could go for some takoyaki. She can make other food other than Indian food, so don't stereotype. Fair enough, Cogswell. You're right. What this fish do was so bad. I don't know how this fish offended anyone, or what type of fish this is. It's a very flat or very circular fish. It looks like a discus or an angelfish. Back to oiling with ghee. That black pepper? Oh, it is. Cool. Oh, we got some either fennel seeds or unground jeera. Oh, nope, that certainly was not what it does not look like that. These are chilies. Sodium glutamate? We got some MSG? Don't know what these are. Yeah. MSG. That's how you get that umami flavor, since there ain't no meat in this. Why am I touching the... Okay, that hot as steam, by the way. Presumably we use a towel to remove it. Is this saffron? This looks like saffron. A sprig of who knows what. Not basil, not thyme, not oregano. That's cilantro? That was cilantro. The shape of the leaf, that was cilantro. Am I flipping them? Yeah, we are. Which one's next to be ready? There we go. If she's cooking the way that, all the older Indian, or, all the older people I know of Indian descent. Boy, I almost set the stream name as something that would be offensive in some countries. It's just a common thing in which people that look like me from a certain part of the world call themselves. But would be like a racial term elsewhere. And that's what my brain really wanted me to say right here. But all the older people of Indian descent that I've seen cook would not use a tool for frying like that. Like the chicken, it would just be you grab it with your bare hands and flip it. I have no idea what the achievement name was. It was log. I take it your guest never arrived here, Venba. I'll cook your favorite mutton. Were those mutton shanks and not, I guess they're kind of the right shape for a mutton shank. Or a mutton, yeah, with the rib on. Sure, Emma, I have a lot of plans today. But I think I can stop by for a bit tonight. New message. Super. Sorry, Emma, something came up last minute. I can't make it tonight. After all that effort of cooking. I'll take some, Venba. Mutton and fish. And I still think those look more like chicken legs. I still don't know the name of those little fried things, but I know what they are. I know how they taste, or at least what the taste goal is. Slaved over a hot stove. Falafel, thank you, Steve. Yes. Brain and brain. I'm pretty sure they're falafels. Used to step with the dad die. Yep. As soon as it was like, oh, at least we have each other, I was like, oh, he's dead. And then immediately I was like, he's dead. We're happy to inform you that your application for secretary teacher position has been accepted.
Brain and brain! What is brain?
Don't you falafel that you forgot that they were falafel. That one's dignity. Oh, that went fast. Bachelor of Arts. You inherited the mask? Does that mean your mother's passed? Oh. I didn't get to see any of that. Calm yourself. That's so hype. The exact vibe I was looking for. Great, but so you know, that's not usually hung inside the house. My dad just liked to hang it inside. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I just need something unique and interesting here. By the way, for the school lunch scene, I was thinking it'd be cool if it was like a super diverse table of kids and they all shared food from their different cultures. What do you think Pira's lunch should be? Chicken tikka? Spicy vindaloo, maybe? Well, Pira's Tamil, so probably none of those. Yeah. I think they said that her mother went back to India. His mother went back to India there. Yeah, Mom went to India. I barely caught like a glimpse of the line. Not fast enough that I could read it out line. Who's Christy Kendall? Is that that's not your last name there, bud. What if we show her eating nothing? What? Can I change this line? That's a stupid line. Like, I would bring back my lunch a lot, lol. I was too embarrassed to eat it at school. Maybe we can touch upon that? Whoa, that's weird. Yeah. That might not fit the tone of the show. It's a fun scene that celebrates different cultures and cuisines that really represents Toronto. You must have a favorite dish your mom made or something, right? It just feels weird for me to write a scene where she isn't even a little bit apprehensive about the lunch. I was terrified to even open the lid. I get we're celebrating it, but a scene... Oh, and I didn't get to read it. He peaced out. Spicy vindaloo. Is this red dwarf 3 million years in the future? Some vindaloo sauce for breakfast, chicken vindaloo for lunch, and vindaloo and bear for dinner. Seems legit. Yeah, I'll check my mother's recipe book. So is this a character in something that he's writing? Okay, I have to give them a recipe. The least I can do is ensure it's authentic. Can't believe Emma didn't take the recipe book with her when she left to India, though. She said she was making it, upgrading it for you, buddy. Well, it looks like she fixed a lot of these recipes. I can't read Tamil very well, but let's see. Ooh, Edith. Holy shit, this kid's text is fast as hell. I mean, kids texting is fast as hell. I can't type like this. Yeah, you dumbass, the book is for you. She said it, she told you that before. She said it to your face. This is Putu? Oh, I remember making this with Emma and Appa. It's fun. Rihanna, of course, Appa's favorite. Also a pain to make. Natu Kozu Klumbu Klu Edil's Elba. Seems legit. Klumambu. Like chicken soup, I think. It's got a lot more spice. He made for me one time when I was really ill. This is the only thing I could eat without throwing up. It's been around 5 then, so I remember the taste, the smell, and the day she made it. There was a phone call from India. The cooker was whistling. Emma fed it to me, but I think she was upset about something. Wonder what it was. Her mother passing? Anyways, if I'm going to feature this recipe in the show, I better cook it once at least. How helpful, she's drawn cute pictures of the ingredients I need. I'll go pick those up first and then I can start putting it together. What year did it say this is? Can you point your phone at it and have it, you know, translate the ingredients? What? Tamarind a tamarind paste. Oh, I mean, yeah. You get tamarind. Tamarind's a common ingredient in a certain area of India's cooking. So the tamarind paste. 2014. Not quite point your phone at the ingredient list to get it accurate. Tamarind into water. Water. How is this like chicken soup? It's made. It's boiled tamarind paste. That sounds awful. Yeah, no, that sounds, for my taste, that sounds awful. Can't really read this, but thankfully there's a diagram. It looks like I have to mix the tamarind with the water to extract its essence multiple times. Ooh, a recipe book. Emma put a lot of effort into fixing these, huh? This book was so important to her, I can't believe she left it behind for me. It's your inheritance from your grandmother. Although I think she overestimated my Tamil comprehension. Tamarind. Water. Mix. Mix. Add more water directly as well, but that might dilute the extracted water. I need to find a way to separate the extracted water and the tamarind. See. This is like making tamarind juice. I would not want tamarind juice. It would be bitter, I think. Weirdly bitter and sweet at various points. Water isn't really changing color that much anymore. I think I've gotten everything I can from the tamarind. Let me add it to the other bowl and see. Add what to the other bowl? As much as I'm going to get, I think. This means the tamarind water is ready. On to the next thing. Sorry, your cat jumped on the keyboard? Good kitty. Well, it's worth Google Translate on your phone, translate the recipe from Tamil so it's authentic. Nice! That's certainly one way to play this game would be a lot easier. But I think I can solve this. What's it supposed to be, a soup? Well, there's no diagrams in this one. My Tamil isn't the most fluent, so I might not be able to translate this fully. Maybe I can do it step by step. I think I can make out a few of these words. Toast both of the grains first. Nice. Just have to figure out the missing parts, and we can go step by step, although I don't really see any grains. What is this? Cumin. Curry leaves. Shallots. Fellow. Garlic and ginger. Mustard seeds. What the hell's ramsam powder? Right, we're Googling that. Ramsam. No, wait, that's not how it's spelled, right? Yeah, you need to shift a little bit. Again, here, you can go back top. Well, maybe not. Rasam powder. Rasam powder food. Rasam powder. Fresh aromatic rasam powder made with roasted lentils, spices, and herbs. Okay, so it's a blended spice of lentil, spices, and herbs. Ramsam. Oh, Black Betty. Ramsam. Seems legit. Both of the grains. I assume that means both of the powders. So we have salt. Were both the things I added grains? What else could it be? Powder and mustard? Grains. None of them are... the only grain in here would be part of this. Maybe. Cumin is not a grain. Tomatoes are not a grain. Garlic and ginger. For both the things I added grains, what else could it be? About soups. So Rasam is essentially a watery soup. The Ramsam powder seems heavy on black pepper, and I think that's why it's so good for colds and flus. Remember, Appa came home one day from complaining that the English multi-Gatawani soup was a poor imitation of our soups. Was he talking about Rasam's? Oh, Ramsam, bam-a-lap. Wait. Black pepper is called Milagai in Tamil, and water is called Thani. And if Ramsams are peppery water soup, then that's just Milagai Tani. Gaitani. Muli Gatawani. Oh my god. Toast both of the grains first. There are no grains here. Have some cumin. I was right, that was cumin. Jira. Last time when I saw it, I was like, oh, look, they're throwing some Jira, and then it was the wrong color, and I was like, and then it toasted into the color that was closer to this, which I would know it as. So fresh Jira is more purple or blue? Is it? I have no idea, Gab. Because there are no grains here. I'm so stuck. Well, I can read Tamil. I can figure it out, though. Okay. Fuck it, we're gonna start it like we're making curry. We're gonna throw in some curry leaves and some cumin. And then we're gonna toss in some... Oh, chili powder? No. Chilies. And seeds. No. There are no grains. Man, I'm so stuck. Give me a hint. I need some help here. Add both the grains. I don't see any grains, but I do see seeds. I did that. I did that and you said no. I did that in two different ways of things that are mostly seeds. The mustard and the cumin. Okay. I guess I didn't try that combo of seeds. But I did. Oh no, I tried the ramstem powder and the cumin. Seeds, not grains. Can't count the number of times I've woken up to this sound, though. How's it already smelling so good? I read this part easily. Next, add red leaves and green chilies. No, I think you did that wrong, buddy. I must have my words for red and green switched around. Excuse me. Add minced shallow and garlic. We're good. Usually around this time, Ammo has me waving away all the steam from the smoke detector. Steam doesn't set off a smoke detector. What gives out water? First add thing that creates water, then add the water itself. Tomatoes. Oh, tomatoes. Frying it seems to release a lot of water. Any better? Yes, much better. Sorry about that. Red Green's winter of our discount tent. Seem the winter of our discount tent with the red green. Sound like it could use some duct tape and a car to keep it warm somehow. Oh, I have no idea what's wrong with my throat. Position? That's better. Frying it seems to release a lot of water. And then salt. Then add the water itself, so it must be this tamarind water. That's what the tamarind water is for, is the stock. Add salt and pepper to taste, except it's salt and rasam powder to taste. The smell really taking me back. But he had a fairly fancy looking kitchen. Why are we on a hot plate? Emma was upset because of the phone call she got from home. I think I remember now. I think you need to turn down the heat. Existing enough to set off a smoke detector? At least depend if it's an ionization one. Yeah. Because that's how his mom did it. Radioactive ones, no light absorption ones. Maybe. The light absorption ones very maybe steam. It'd have to be a lot of steam. Like, it'd be enough steam that your house would not be okay. The roof would be like would be peeling. Sorry, Appa. Sorry, I'm not there. I know. Thought she was getting better. Almost the end of the month, so I should be able to send you more money soon. No, it's okay. I may at least be of use this way. Can't read this part either, but there's not much to this. Put everything in and cook it, I guess. I'm still not too sure how he compared this to chicken noodle soup. There's nothing like chicken noodle soup at this point. Way too many ingredients. Put everything in and cook it, I guess. We don't have anything in here. No, you want to sear the meat a little bit before you boil it. A box of turmeric. The hell? Where'd you find a box of turmeric? Turmeric's is sold in such bulk, it's either a large jar-ish bottle or just a bag. A little tiny box is weird. Oh, can I put the top on? Oh. Again, you have to twist these to actually lock them and turn them into a pressure chamber, which causes this to work. This is a pressure cooker, you know? Whoa, this is a weird view. What am I looking at? Phone. Now, turmeric now with extra lead to make strong bones. Why use new kitchen assets when you can use the old kitchen assets? Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. I should keep going. Oh, that looks fantastic. Chicken stock always has a golden color, but the turmeric is making it look extra nice. Man. Should we even feature this on the show? Some corporation is going to start selling an overpriced turmeric chicken stock after watching this. Last step, we just have to mix these together, I suppose. Ramsams is usually water, but here it's fresh chicken stock instead. Really cool, wow. Wonder how Chris will describe this to the team. An exotic take on a chicken soup made from a variety of spices and aromas. Aromatics. Gross. Coriander. Great, Amma. A lot easier than I thought. Let's see if it tastes anything like that day. Missing something, right? Tastes good, but it's gonna be missing, no? Emma? Emma, why are you sad? Nothing. Died of food poisoning from finally cooking for himself? Did I do something wrong? Oh, Oh no, Kanna, not at all. I just heard from home. Your grandmother. Emma loves her a lot. Sometimes people have to leave and go far away, and Emma will just miss her. Why is she leaving? Is she dead? It's natural, Caven. Everyone leaves someday. Us too? What happened to everyone? I won't leave you, Amma. Immediately dipped. Or Appa. Any recipe updates? Father's number's still on the phone. Did you call her? A humble porridge can taste sweeter than nectar when fed by the little hands of one's child. Thank you, Venba, miss. Number 1 AC Travels. The Tasteless Collective. Tick, tick. Did you bring this with you? Because I don't think India makes canola oil. You know, being Canada oil. Yeah, I told you I'm terrible at this. It's easy, Caven, listen. It's all about the temperature control with dosa. First, pour water on the stone to reduce the heat. Next, set the fire to the low setting. Pour the batter, and since the stone isn't hot, you can spread the batter easily. Add oil around the edges and turn up the heat. This will fry the batter and make it easier to flip once the edges are brown. Then it's done. Easy, right? Yeah, for you, another doster coming up. Rotate. Flip. Did everything right? You didn't oil it. Well, almost. I know what they want me to do. My brain kind of said no when I went to pour oil over the water I just tossed on this. Brain was like, that's a bad plan. I did everything right? Almost. What did I do wrong? But the first part, right? Before you flip it, it's crucial to add oil and turn the stove up to high. You have to switch back to high. I think you didn't say that part. And also, why am I making this? I would prefer some roti. I can clap a roti. Well, I can't. I have other methods, though. Uh-oh. Come on, Gabe. Having a hard time there. Yeah, I didn't turn it down. Is he wearing his dad's glasses? Was he? I didn't see if he was. Around this time, the child just realized, oh no, I was a dick to my folks. I mean... it happens. Oh my god, I did it. Good job, buddy. Now you need to make like 40 of them in like 20 minutes in order to feed a family. It was too hot. Indeed. I think, yeah, roti takes, it's supposed to take like 30 or 40 seconds to make them. When you're at like full heat and going full steam. I can't do that. Never made dosa. Are you ready to try? That's too many O's. 40 in a minute. No. Like 40 seconds. 40 in a minute. 40 minutes. You know, you got a lot of trays. Maybe. Got both arms. Use all your arms. You ready to try? Uthapin. We're going to Google search that. How to say Uthapin. They seem to say it's spelled with a U.
Let us learn how to pronounce this South Indian
I don't
dish,
believe you will know how to
similar
say it,
dosa.
sir, by your
How do you
accent.
pronounce it? Uttapam. Ut-ta-pam.
The palm?
Ut-ta-pam.
Alright, bud.
Arapam.
What? Why are there more things telling me? But it's a Canadian dish because it has OOT. In translating between languages that don't even use the same alphabet, there may be more than one option. Yes. Phonetically, yes. The fact that almost every one of the spellings in this game I put into Google or how to pronounce, and then they just give me the more common spelling makes me go, oh, I don't know who wrote the script for this game, but they certainly speak a different, perhaps a slightly different dialect than the most common ways in which this is being translated. The dosa will be a bit thicker this time so we can lay all the vegetables. Ooh, it's like the pizza one, right? With all the toppings. Yes. Dot dot dot. Not really though. Moisturize me. Moisturize. Thank you for the redemption, Durlock. Cheers. Oh, tea's finally out of the hot stage. Only took almost 3 hours. Man, I love this mug. Or this... whatever. Rotate. Oh, they're supposed to use 2 spoons. Okay, please. Now the toppings. Do I have to add all of them? No, actually you can just add whatever you like. Everyone's, uthapin is different. I don't know. Make sure to add ghee first. Ghee. Green chilies. Chili powder. Carrots. Oh, add them all. Why not? Fold it in half. Wait, we didn't turn it up. Yep, we forgot to add the ghee or the oil. Yep. Toss them all in. You need a hang of this, maybe. Among Us? What? What? Among Us. See, I told you it was easy. Sure. What are we doing now? Haven't made this in a while. This was your Appa's favorite. Curry dosa is dosa with mincemeat? Yes, exactly. We're doing it with mutton here, but you can do it with chicken, beef, or whatever you like. Come on, spoon, faster. Good job, Kevin. Now we can start adding the curry toppings. Like the orthapum, you want to add the ghee first, then add the beaten eggs as a coating, followed by the actual curry, and finish it with coriander. Okay. Ghee. Egg. Mincemeat. Coriander. Turn up the temperature. Interesting that it stops sticking when it gets crisp, as opposed to burning on. Generally, I'd expect also if you flip over something like this that the toppings would fall off. I'm super hungry, Cogswell. And I ate just before I started the stream. This is what happens when you spend some time cooking virtually. Depends on how well you've seasoned your iron. That's also fair. But at that point, I'd also assume that it not being done cooking would not make it stick. Make it tear, but not stick. Yes, it really is. Oh. That real nice polymer layer on there made from oil. He is wearing his father's glasses. For some reason. That is really weird. Yeah, Cogswell, that is odd. Also, that mask is hung inside even though you were telling them not to do it. It's definitely inside, right? Or are you outside? This might be outside. You're doing great, Kevin. You could start your own dosa restaurant when you go back. I know, right? I could probably run the best one. There were restaurants that could serve dosas like this back there. You wouldn't have missed home so much and left, huh? Came in for more than just dosas, Kevin. Oh yeah, of course, I was just joking. Oh. Okay, well, you start eating these. I'll make the rest, and then I'll join you. Oh no, I'll do it. Otherwise they'll get cold before you can eat them. Won't they get cold for you then? Let me do it this one time at least. Sure, Kevin. His dad liked to hang it inside though. Yep. The sign! Oh my gosh. Yeah, you need to shift out of the way so you can see it. This is just a dude resting on the outside of a plane with some children on it. That's Bollywood as hell. There you go. All gone. I don't know what that is. Take a look around. Anything else in the background? Very colorful. Well, a lot of green and red. Some yellows. I have something to show you. This is Emma's recipe book. You've been using it? Wait, I didn't fix some of these. You fixed those too? And you wrote in Tamil. This is great, Kevin. This all the research for that show you're writing? No, Emma. Actually, I quit that job. Oh, why? I couldn't write what they wanted. Can't just write about doses, saris, and musicals. Is that how you spell sorry? I guess it is. Our lives are more messy than that. And sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it has people like me. I acted like being Tamil was inconvenient for me my whole life. I mean, as far as I know, you weren't attacking people on the streets or burning shops, so well done. Your parents also came before that was a thing. So you're good. But now I'm teaching I'm acting Tamil when it's convenient for me. When there's a job on the line, I couldn't deal with it. You're being unfair to yourself. No one's flipping an SUV over with their bare hands. No trains with 15,000 people on the outside. 0 to 10, no one dancing in the street Bollywood style. See, what you didn't know is that music in the background is just people singing far off in the distance as it echoes through this area. It's true, Emma. I'm just a tourist. And I wasn't there for you after Appa. And every time I wanted to apologize, I just felt too guilty to even face you. You've always said you stayed in Canada for me. I know how much it must have hurt you to come back here. How much I must have hurt you. Appa. It was so sudden. I always thought there would be time to tell him how much he inspires me. Even the stories he made up when I was a child. Yeah, see, I knew you'd remember them. I mean, aside from writing, it was clearly going to be, but yeah, that's the type of thing a kid will remember. And read them to me until I finally slept. My writing can't hold a candle to that. If I'm writing today, it's because of him. Still just trying to catch up to him. Yeah, you're wearing his glasses now. That's not why I came here, Kevin. You did? Came here because that's what's best for me, and even though it hurt me, it's what's best for you. You mean? I love living here. The people, my parents, my job, everything. Leaving India was necessary, but really hard. Felt bad for leaving, and I missed it so much that I wanted to raise you like we never left here. Must have been suffocating for you. And after Pavalan... Well, coming back here and teaching all these kids has been great. If I'd stayed there, I don't think I could have given you the space you needed. Thanks, Emma. How long are you staying for? Don't know, Emma. It's zooming out. Is this the end of the game? But this is nice. It's supposed to be like a 3-hour game, and we spent a lot of time like reading actual recipes or me telling stories. So I don't know, Kana. I missed what that line was. But this is really nice. We get a shot of his child. How many generations deep we going? Kevin died on his way back to his home planet again. Oh, nope, that's the end of the game. Yeah, Patel. I mean, there's so many Patels I might know them, but also because it's certainly, if it's set in Toronto in that time period, I know someone with that name who would have lived in Toronto during that time period. But also, so when I graduated high school, they had a line that was P to S because there were 50-something Patels and a lot of R's and S's last names for South Asians, and they needed a separate line effectively for yearbooks and other such things being distributed. It's always very annoying. This is always the longest line. And I can't say more than that without doxing myself. Victoria Tran, isn't she from that game company? Ontario Creates? Yeah. Okay. Victoria Tran. Community director at Inner Sloth resides in Canada. Oh, this is published by Among Us. Oh, is that what you're getting at, BK? I did not know that. Are we just looping back again to the start of the game? Yeah, not a bad little game. Yeah, there was excitement for this game for a couple of years. And I understand, yeah, it was pushed back probably because it's, yeah, like you said, it's basically a one-person, well, not a one-person, but close to a one-person game. Let's say you were not just making a worm level pun that happened to have multiple levels to it. You just luck into like that 4D chess move where my brain is now like, wait, I recognize the name. This name leads me to the fact that this game is published by the Among Us dudes. I-18M. New Game Plus? New Game Plus? No, there are chapters though. Why does it feel like we're missing chapter 8? Did I do something wrong? Right? Like, it feels like there should be a chapter 8 now. Same game, but now you have the BFG for instant cooking. Is there a level 8? Chapters 1, Chapter 7. No, there is no Chapter 8 that we can unlock. Okay. Good old internationalization. Completely different note. In Air Force, we called Airman Schwab S-13. Alright, well, this was a fun little game. I was looking forward to it as well. It certainly sounded interesting. 18 letters, N, internationalization. So yeah, this was a fun game. It's a one-sitting game. I'm playing it on Game Pass, which gives me the I appreciate being able to play this without. I think at launch this was a $20 game. I think the price has changed since then, but $20 for 3 hours. Beautiful art, interesting story. I only bring this up because in like March and September when I do single sitting games, it's like $1,000 worth of games I show off. So being able to play a game like this through a service is quite helpful. But yeah, this is a good one game. I very much enjoyed this, and I hope they make more things. And yes, the Steam Autumn sale is on. But I think it's time to end this recording.